Hello everybody, it's Charlie again, and I'm currently playing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And I'm just kind of using this game as some kind of thing to show what I use for my graphic settings. Not that you guys have asked me or anything, but it's just a few things I've discovered recently that have made my base PS5 experience more enjoyable. And that way you guys won't feel so heavily rushed to go get a PS5 Pro. Now, if you guys have the money, and you guys can do whatever you want with your money, of course. But if you guys want to get the most out of your PS5, obviously I recommend HDMI 2.1 with VRR, because there's also for unsupported games as well. And there's quite a few games to try. It's not just the ones in the YouTube videos that people say, well, these don't work and these work. You gotta do it yourself, guys. Trust me. And also settings on your monitor or TV that may benefit you. For my specific settings, I'm going to be talking about in the video as I'm just playing through the game and having a good time. I will not be doing any of the main missions, so this won't go on the playlist, but I will get back to this game eventually, guys. For those of you that did follow up for that playlist. But you got to realize this game is long. So I'm kind of just talking about basically the settings and stuff that have made my image or the images on my playthroughs look better. At least to my eyes. Like I said, this is personal opinion. This is my personal way of looking at it, and you guys got to find your own. But yeah, other than that, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. We're back, guys, to this amazing game. The reason why I decided to play is because obviously I haven't beaten the game. I've been going through it slowly since you guys have seen. There's so many games that came out. But the game feels like it's running so smoothly. Obviously I have 120 hertz mode on, which does improve FPS. And I do have a LLM on, which is auto latency. You guys know what it is. But anyways, the point is that, as you can see, look at this. It's feels amazing. Even in quality mode, it feels fairly quick, which actually surprised me a bit. And the fidelity is pretty high because I did fix my TV configurations. But yeah, so this is obviously performance mode. If I turn on ray tracing mode, it's actually not bad either, to be completely honest. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on real quick, just to show you guys. And I don't know what I switched on my particular display, but it just continued with the smoothness. I mean, let's see. Yeah, if you just give it a second, it's weird. It goes into this, maybe it has some kind of smoothing effect, and it makes 30 feel like 50 or 60, and then it makes 60, shut the hell up, dude. But yeah, it makes 60 feel like 120. Because this right here obviously disables motion blur for your own good, guys. Trust me. If you like to play in fidelity or quality. But yeah, you can get a much smoother experience if you turn off motion blur, and if you find out if you can accelerate your graphics a little bit, or because this used to be choppy. I don't know if there was an update that fixed it, but it feels so much better in quality mode. But I cannot resist the performance mode. Still, it's still the best. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of those FPS kind of guys. In this kind of game, you probably don't really need the FPS, but it just feels too good, bro. Look at this motion. So we're gonna go here and find out what's going on.
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism, and desertion.
Shut the hell up. But yeah, as you can see, the sharpness. Look at the sharpness, guys. The display has a lot to do with it. You know, I don't know what displays you guys are using, but pay attention to contrast, color, and last but not least, let's see, contrast, color, and sharpness. Some TVs do not have sharpness where it goes, and you may have to put it up and not down. If you put it down, you will get a soft image. And that's the reason why a lot of people feel that they need to buy a new display, a new console. But in reality, these newer games, when you put the sharpness up, You know what they cause? Sharpness up in these games do not produce aliasing because these games are made with some kind of anti-aliasing effect already. And they're modernized. Now, it doesn't work for every game, guys. But it's working for this one really well because performance looks very close to the quality mode. Just because I fixed some of the configurations. Obviously, quality mode won't need any kind of sharpness or nothing because that's just like native 4K. But when you're playing in performance, or if you're playing PS4 games, a lot of them need a little bit of that sharpness. But I kind of just wanted to record how well it plays and looks. It really is a dream come true. I mean, especially for this game that's such a massive legendary status game. You know what I'm saying? You know, and performance mode looks so good. Obviously, if the game is older and got revamped, kind of like this game, both modes will look good. That's the truth. But if it's a PS5 game, then yeah, you'll probably see a difference. But like I said, your TV settings have a lot to do with it. Your monitor settings have a lot to do with it. And the funny thing is, they never tell people that. You know what they tell people? Get a new console. Your console's dated. Get a new... No, sometimes it's literally just a configuration. You guys have to go in there and mess with some of that stuff. You trust me, you won't feel the need to get anything else. I'm literally shocked every time I play these games. They feel like I've just, without buying anything new, I wasn't using the full potential of it. If you guys don't believe me, look at this. Look at his shoes, bro. Look at that. This is performance mode, guys. What in the world is that? Even the dirt. Now the floor lost a little bit of resolution, but still. I mean, look, when it's in motion and you're walking around, are you really trying to pixel peep at the floor? No. Or are you trying to 400 times zoom? I know, you guys know what I'm talking about, but come on, nobody plays a 400 times zoom. What's gonna tell the fucking difference? It's ridiculous. What the hell? Still kind of glitchy. But look, it looks spectacular, guys. Don't worry, guys, the Witcher's here to make sure you're safe. Yeah, the game is breathtaking, guys. Now, in performance mode, you will see some clipping. Usually of, like, not trees, but bushes and stuff, but it's very minimal, and you rarely can spot it. Like, you have to really be looking at something else other than him walking. And I'm just really happy with the result. The updates, these guys, City Project Red, they may fuck up the first time around because they did it for this game too, by the way. Witcher had a lot of problems. Witcher 3, nobody remembers, but I do. When this game was released for the first time ever, it had frame rate issues and all kinds of problems. But these freaking people, they keep working on it. They put it to perfection like they did with Cyberpunk. And I have no complaints, man. If you guys haven't played The Witcher in a while, you need to go back and play it. This game is absolutely amazing. I think the two top games of all time would have to be this one and Red Dead Redemption 2. In fact, I just played Red Dead. Check your configurations for that too. You can make it look better. And you can make this frame rate at a lock 30. And sometimes, if you're using VRR, you can put it up a little bit further. I believe I've seen up to 40 FPS. I don't know, maybe higher. I have to check. But even if you don't have VRR, there's ways of helping the frame rate and things you can do to your console. Ooh, these guys want to fight. Okay. He died. You want some of this? Idiot.
How long you gonna make me wait?
He died. And he lost his legs. You want to lose your legs?
Not good.
Oh shit. Instead, you lost your life. Well, he's pretty much dead too. That's pretty gross. Let me get your crowns. You guys wanted to rob me? Huh? You stupid. I'm a witcher, bro. Okay, this guy had no. Okay, he had a ham sandwich. You need food regardless, guys. So yeah, as you can see, gameplay, everything. Look at it in the lighting. Look at it. And the secret to my display was that I had to use dark HDR. Do not use standard HDR, and do not use bright HDR for some displays. For my particular display, if you use that, it makes it look worse, and it takes away detail. When I put it in the brightest setting, and then I combined it with dark HDR, and this was the result, guys. Tell me if it's not spectacular. Shit, I gotta go fix my sword because I fucked it up with these idiots. That's why I don't like to block. I like to use the dodge more than the block.
Got my eye on you.
Got my eye on you. Shut the fuck up. Everybody has a nasty attitude.
Attracted a woman I drink long ago.
Dang, there's a lot of piglets here. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wanted to come in here and just mention a few tips for you guys that maybe you can't afford a PS5 Pro or not thinking about getting one. There's ways to make your PS5 to push the full potential of it. Ooh. What's going on?
Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah?
Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
Yes?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
Over my dead body. I will long as I get a receipt. You stand accused of offending religious. Should I go, guys? Just to see what it is? I'm thinking about just going. Fuck, it's hard to make up my mind. Ah, fuck it, I'm gonna kill him.
Over my dead body.
Told you we wouldn't fool him. Well.
Oh, it was a trick.
It will just be more of a challenge.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? The man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf.
Really?
Your last rites.
Motherfucker died. Come on, loser. Ah! Oh shit. There we go. Fire spell. Ha! 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 Uh-oh. Yeah. And you're dead. I can't believe I almost said yes. He almost tricked me. But you see, stuff like this is what I'm talking about. Random shit in the world. This is why I love this game, actually.
What do I gotta do to get a lovely pala like yours?
And there's, you know, the world feels alive. And that's why I also like Red Dead Redemption 2. There's very few games that are like that. They devoted so much time into them. Now, there is another game, guys, that people are saying looks like shit on the PS5, on the base PS5. That's legendary, which is Arkham Knight. Batman Arkham Knight. And that game can look better, but you gotta check your HDR if you're gonna use HDR. And the reason why I suggest use HDR, as weird as it sounds, is that it feels smoother on the FPS for some strange reason. Even though a lot of people say HDR messes with FPS, I don't think that's true, because at least not for my display. And yeah, it's just my personal experience. I mean, I'm not lying to you guys. I hopefully this comes out exactly the way it looks. Oh, it's locked. But I'm telling you, there's stuff you can do that you can tweak. So it's not just changing it from performance to quality. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it has to do with the display, which makes sense, you know? You just think about it.
That's just talk.
But what a world this is. And yeah, I'm gonna actually consider. I might not call this an actual because I'm not following the main story. It's just basically a video I wanted to put out. I think I have 20 something videos on the main story, which I'll continue eventually. But I kind of wanted you to notice something that they don't even mention on channels that talk about graphics. You know, it's like they don't want you to know
Did you see those cool
that it only looks worse sometimes because you're not configuring things right. Like, and I don't know if I could show you the differences because I don't have anything special like 2 monitors or something. But like, and I doubt you'll see, it won't record when I'm pulling up TV options, but just take my word for it. You gotta mess with it. And if you guys are confused about it and you want more information, just go online, go on YouTube, type your kind of display, your the brand, the model. If you guys want to get that detail, I suggest you just look up the brand pretty much, and then ooh, nice. But yeah, you look up the brand
we can go.
and you say best configurations for this brand, and you have to go through a couple of videos. It's not going to be as quick as you think, but there's going to be somebody in there that will give you settings that you consider to be perfect because it's a lot of personal taste. For me, these are my perfect settings. I don't know if you guys will agree with me or not, but to me this looks spectacular. So if you can do that, yeah, you'll figure it out. And maybe that'll give you a little bit of more joy as to what you already have without thinking about PS5 Pro. Not that the PS5 Pro is bad. I mean, you buy it if you want. It's your money. But I just don't see the point. Even though there is over 100 games now, I heard. Or close to 100 games that are optimized for it. I just think that if you get a display that's 2.1 HDMI and you can push the FPS or by using VRR, or maybe configure the display you already have, any of those would work on the base PS5. Really, the base PS5 is still a monster, guys. It's still impressive. Don't listen to what they say online that it plays everything like crap. Don't believe it. It's not true. I have over 300 games on the PS5 and they're all really good. There's a few that run at 30 FPS, and even the 30 FPS doesn't feel bad. It feels smooth. I think only a few exceptions where they're stuttering, and it's very few, guys. Very few and far between, so don't fall for it. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. It's a short video with a little bit of combat and exploration of this game. And it's just up to you guys, really. But yeah, just a few tips that maybe might help, because I was looking for these tips myself. And I went on a little journey. Basically, the verdict that I came to for my personal display, like I said, every brand is different. But here it goes. So for color, I put it at 100 because I have a cheap to mid-range 4K TV, and I have less nits, so mine has to be higher. So I put my color to 100 to match the color, because if you put color too high, you kind of lose detail. I went ahead and I put the sharpness to 70. And yes, I know that's bizarre, but it looks way better because it's matching the color. At least that's what I heard. I don't know. It works for me. And then the last thing is contrast to 100. In some cases 80 or 90. Like I said, it just depends on the brand. For my particular brand, which is TCL, because I ended up buying this display because my monitor took a dump on me, and my monitor had auto sets, and I never messed with my monitor, but now I realize that I should have. It was a 4K 120 hertz. No, it was a 4K 144 hertz monitor that only lasted a year, unfortunately. But yeah, for this particular TV, it's a 43-inch TCL, and those are the settings that I changed. Also, make sure you put it in direct, which will fit the screen properly, and use dark HDR like I said earlier. If you have this particular TV, I don't know, it might work for other TVs, but this is the only one I tried. And make sure that the TV brightness is up, so that way the dark, it kind of contrasts the dark HDR, and everything comes out looking really good, guys. At least to my eyes, like I said. It's all personal preference. But anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. And like I always say, go game.